And for Oilers postgame, we're happy to be joined by Oilers assistant coach Reid Hnatowich. And Reid, this was a real tough one for your team to be down after the first period, an offensively frustrating opening frame. How big was Brett Huxley's performance in that second period, and how big is it, especially for him, with the absence of so many players, for Brett Huxley to be playing such good hockey right now, too?
Yeah, I think that's the best way to describe it, is Brett Huxley playing good hockey. Like he, and I think in all three periods he was quite dynamic with his offensive ability, managed his shifts defensively and just created kind of a calming presence. And then looked really cool with regards to his offensive play tonight and how he was playing guys one-on-ones. He was shifty, he was quick, he was mass-producing his offense. So really cool with him kind of leading the tank in terms of production.
Now, Alex Scheifler, your rookie goaltender, there have been lots of road games this year where we've talked about him not long after they came to an end. And a recent one a few weeks ago where he got a shutout against Canmore. In this one, nearly that, because he was as close to perfect as you could possibly get. Your team did a pretty good job. There weren't too many rebound opportunities. There weren't too many screenshots that he had to fight through. They certainly helped him out. But he saw a lot of rubber tonight, and how impressed were you with his composure in this game?
Yes, very composed, the way he kind of managed the game, especially off of a lot of those ones where they're dumping plays and dumping pucks, where he was outplaying those things, managing them, and helping us kind of progress and advance plays forward. But he's a guy where this rink isn't easy to play in. A little bit tighter in terms of the sense boards. You always see some interesting bounces here and stuff like that, and I thought he did a really good job of keeping things composed tonight.
I love that I get to keep asking you positive questions about the power play. Now, the Huxley breakaway goal, that's just as the power play starts, but the second one, a blast from Ty Yoder from the circle that ends up getting deflected home, and the other power plays probably could have had goals in this one too. Have the special teams, really dialed it up in this last little while? Because a perfect PK again tonight. You guys are perfect against Olds in 3 games. I'm assuming that's a big point of pride after this game here tonight.
Yeah, and the penalty kill is one that obviously always we've taken pride in. We've been successful with in the sense, and did a really good job with it tonight. And then that power play one too is like ones where with our improvements and stuff like that, like we're just really focused on max producing on our opportunities and making sure that things get through. And I think as we've been doing that, as we've been getting a little bit more tenacious and hungry, we've been noticing more success kind of happen with that. So we just want to keep building with that and build with it into the new year.
How about that third period goal for Nolan Flint? It's a really nice play, I thought, by Shane Tibbles, who's really starting to come into his own. A couple of guys who've really been put into higher importance situations because of who isn't playing tonight. Nolan Flint gets off a little bit of an offensive slump there with a great goal there off the setup by Tibbles. How big was that in the third period on the bench?
Well, it was one of those ones just to kind of energize. And I think if you look at the remainder of the game kind of after that, we held our own kind of quite nicely with it. But those are one of the ones in the sense where just a nice kind of hard-working play, quick little release in the sense of it, of how it went towards the net, and then just kind of desperation with guys going. Those are players, with the guys we have out of the lineup, those are opportunities for those guys to step into big positions, and I think they've been doing a really good job with it.
Last thing for you, you've now got a bit of a home-and-home set with the Calgary Canucks to end things, a team against whom you've gone to overtime in 2 consecutive games. Should we expect a close one tomorrow night in Calgary? What are the main points for you guys to try to be a little bit more dominant against a Calgary team that's playing some of its best hockey lately?
I think just playing to their zero, so making sure that we're doing a stingy job defensively. And then I think just our starts are going to be big in the sense of it, where if you look at our games, they come out, they're energized, they're ready to play us, they want to play us, and we just need to make sure we match that and surpass that energy, especially off the bat there, and then just mass producing offense. We've seen them the last couple times with regards to their goaltenders. The harder we make it on them, the more intensity we have, the more second and thirds opportunities we have, the better it will be.
Reid, always appreciate the time. Thanks for doing this. Congrats on the big win.
Thanks, King.